Another touchstone do is a bent front knee. Now, you have to do this in a special way. You don't want to be a bent front knee like this, okay? Here's what happens. If you're hitting and you have a coach and maybe you've been out front for the last week or something, and then you're hitting and you're being aggressive, and then you take a pitch and he goes, oh, you got to stay back. And then you look at somebody else who's standing here like this, and and they get a pitch, it's way outside, and they quit right away, and they're like that. And they, oh, look at that guy, see, he's staying back. No, because if you quit right out of the hand, in other words, if that ball didn't even come close to the zone, and you were able to quit right away, right out of his hand, well, of course you're going to look like you're staying back, all right? Because it was like quit, you were right at the beginning of your ride, quit, okay? But if you're on it all the way and then something looks wrong, if something looks wrong, it makes you take it, okay? So you're looking for your ball, and then, oh, no, you're going to land into a bent front knee, but you want to do it. And the key is when you do stride and go, you don't want to just bend the front knee. You want to bend both knees. So you land both of them flexed. I mean, you're going to go into the front knee because you're actually going forward, all right? So, but for example, so you don't want to be tall here on your back leg and end up bending this knee. You want to be tall, and then the farther you go, both of them bend. All right. You look at Adrian Beltran, and Beltre, and you look. Adrian Beltre showed that example. Okay, Adrian Beltre does that thing. Okay, the reason why Adrian is able to go down off his knee, what it is he's bending both knees at the same time, and that's what I'm saying. As you go, by doing that, by bending them both, it's putting you more in the middle. Even though you're going to shift forward, and you're not going to actually be in the middle when you hit it, you're going to be rotating off this hip somewhere, and the axis of rotation will be here, but you'll be moving forward when you do it. All right, but it just enables you to have more symmetry in your swing. So you want to have a bent front knee, just like if you were going to take a bale of hay and take it and throw it up into a truck. There's no way you'd go and straighten that leg out. So straight front leg is not a do. Okay, remember, these are do's. These are things that are intuitive, instinctual, things that can't be. You could focus on these things. You go, okay, I'm going to bend it. Okay, you'd only bend it for just a couple seconds, and you'd only bend it because out of trying to keep it straight or something. I mean, you would naturally bend it if you were throwing a bale of hay because that's the natural movement, and that's what we're trying to get back to. That's what that's what all the touchstones are about. The touchstones are about getting back to natural movements. The pitchers these days, they're doing natural movements, and we got to get back to natural movements as a hitting community. And so, if you do analyze, now you look at somebody who's just observing too much, and they're trying to make something out of something that's really not happening, and that's where they get like straight front leg kind of thing. Well, it does if as I shift. It's bent because I want to keep shifting weight. If I straighten it out, I can't shift my weight into it. So bent, I can still shift and shift and shift. Well, when it's time to really fire it, when my core fires, then this will straighten out. Because my core is going to turn my hip because it's attached. And my hip gets too far from my foot, of course it's going to straighten out. All right? So that's a bent front knee. Remember, the farther you go, they both bend, and they both bend equally, okay?